In the time it takes you to watch this video, chatbots on WhatsApp will handle around 12,000 customer conversations, and the businesses using them are pulling in leads like never before, answering in seconds, booking appointments, qualifying leads before anyone on the team has even opened their laptop. Meta confirmed that in Q1 of 2026, usage of its business AI tools grew 10 times. The gap between businesses using this tool and businesses ignoring it is widening fast. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to get on the right side of it. I'm going to show you how to create a WhatsApp chatbot from scratch that handles inquiries, qualifies leads, and drives sales. I'll show you the tools, the exact build steps, and the pricing rules nobody explains until you get a bill you weren't expecting. Now, this is going to take you about 30 minutes if you use the Marketing WhatsApp Toolkit link below. It's got an AI prompt sheet that writes your bot's messages for you, which is the most time-consuming part of this whole thing. You'll need it when we map the conversation, so grab it now and let's get into it. WhatsApp's been around for years, so why is marketing on the platform blowing up right now? There are 3 numbers to look at here. 1, WhatsApp has 3.3 billion monthly active users. That's more than any other messaging app on the planet. Your customers are already there. 2, over 220 million businesses now use WhatsApp Business every month. That number grew 27% in a year, faster than any other Meta product. So your competitors are already there too. 3, and this is the one that matters most, follow the money. Last quarter, Meta's messaging revenue hit $885 million, up 74% in a year, mostly from WhatsApp. The numbers back this up. WhatsApp open rates run 68 to 80% in practice, 3 to 4 times what email gets. Clarence used it as a personalized shopping channel and saw 7 times higher conversions. That's what a permission-based channel does. Here's why that's good news for you. When the platform owner is making this much money from a channel, they build the tools to make it that simple for you to use it. WhatsApp gives you the reach, Meta's building the on-ramp. You just have to take it. But before I show you how, there is one trap I want to warn you about. This is where almost everyone gets stuck. The free WhatsApp business app you download on your phone, it cannot run a chatbot. There's no automation, no integrations, and no real bot. It's built for a one-person shop replying by hand. That's it. To run a real chatbot, you need the WhatsApp Business API, also called the WhatsApp Business Platform. The free app and the API are 2 separate products. The vast majority of businesses are still stuck on the free app. Only a small fraction have actually moved to the API, the one that actually runs bots. But you can't just call it Meta and switch it on. You go through an approved company called the provider. They handle the setup and connect you to the API. This is much easier than it sounds, and I'll show you how that works in a second. And before we do that, let's just have a super quick language lesson. You'll hear rule-based and AI bots. Rule-based follows set menus and FAQs. AI understands the customer and directs them. The best bots blend both, and that's exactly what we're building. And I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, this is affordable. A lean setup runs you well under what you'd pay a part-time employee, but I'll break the real numbers down at the end. Now, one rule you need to know before you build, in case you might have read something negative. Meta cracked down on AI bots. The ask it anything, general purpose ChatGPT kind, not allowed on WhatsApp anymore. But the bot we're building is task specific. Support, bookings, sales, that's exactly the kind Meta wants here. So you're building the right thing from this video. Now let's look at what a bot that actually converts is made of. Here's the first thing you need to understand. A chatbot isn't smart because of the tool. It's smart because of the structure. Every bot that actually converts follows the same 4-stage path. Entry, qualify, action, handoff. Get these 4 right and the bot runs itself. Miss one and it leaks leads. Here's a high-level overview before we get into the setup. The entry stage is how the conversation initially starts. It can be a click to WhatsApp ad, a QR code or chat link, a button on your website, or a comment to DM from social platforms. Quick tip here, and this will matter later for your bill. When someone clicks a click to WhatsApp ad, Meta gives you a 72-hour free window to message them. Make sure to keep this in mind because it saves you real money later, which we'll talk about soon. Now for the qualify stage. Most bots dump everyone into the same conversation. Don't. In the first 2 or 3 replies, sort the real lead from the browser. Ask 2 or 3 short questions, then sort each person based on how they answer. Someone whose goal is urgent and wants to start this week, that's a hot lead. Send them straight to a booking link. Someone who's just looking, that's a cold lead. Send the helpful guide, no hard sell. Same bot, 2 completely different paths. That's the whole game. This is your lead qualification engine, running 24/7 before anyone on your team wakes up. In the action stage, a qualified lead with nowhere to go is a wasted lead. So based on what they told you in the qualify stage, move them. Book the appointment, send the booking link, answer the FAQ, or recover the abandoned cart. Pick the one action that matters most for your business, and the bot drives every qualified lead straight to it. The final one is the handoff stage, and this is the one almost everyone skips. Never drop a hot lead with a dumb bot. When the intent is high or the bot gets stuck, hand off to a human fast. Build a clear talk to a person exit. That one move saves the deal a bot would have lost. Now here's the part that takes the longest: writing every one of these messages. The welcome, the qualifying questions, the booking reply, or the handoff. That's what the Toolkit's AI prompt sheet does for you. There are a ton of prompts here to help you based on your goals. There's even a prompt that generates your bot's whole welcome flow, the intro and the tappable options in one go. I dropped it into Claude with HubSpot's details, and look at this. It built the full sequence. The intro, the name capture, the tappable options, all of it. It even gave me an interactive version so I can click through the paths and see exactly how it'll feel to a customer. That's the whole opening flow written in seconds. So that's the 4-stage path, and you could point it at almost anything. Lead qualification, reply in seconds, ask the questions, push the data to your CRM. Customer support, order status, hours, pricing, returns. Your team only touches the hard stuff. Appointment booking, book, reschedule, remind, all inside the chat. Abandoned carts, someone drops off, the bot follows up. WhatsApp recovers what email never does. And order updates, confirmations, shipping, reminders. Pick the one that's bleeding the most time right now and start there. Now let's actually build one. If you follow the 6 steps I'm about to show you, you can have a basic chatbot live this afternoon. Step 1, start with the outcome. Not the tech, the outcome. The number one mistake people make is trying to make version 1 do everything. Gartner expects over 40% of agentic AI projects to be canceled by 2027 because of unclear value. Pick a use case you know is bleeding time and give your bot that one job: booking, lead capture, or answering FAQs. One bot, one goal. Step 2, get on the platform. And this is where you pick your provider. Remember, you don't go to Meta directly, you go through one of these. For most marketers, I'd start with ManyChat. It's drag and drop, no developer needed, and it connects WhatsApp, Instagram, and Messenger in one place. If you got a team that needs to answer messages together in one shared inbox, look at Respond.io. For e-commerce support, Tidio is a great choice. Whichever you pick, they handle the boring part: the meta approval, the verification, and the number setup. These each come with their own monthly costs. WhatsApp bot message costs are layered on top. We'll go over what those prices look like shortly. Step 3, map the conversation before you build. And you already know this map. It's the 4-stage path. Here's another tip: sketch it on paper first. Entry, qualifying questions, the action, and the human handoff. 5 minutes with a pen saves you an hour in the builder. This sounds basic, but almost nobody does it. And if a blank page is intimidating, remember the AI prompt sheet in the toolkit gives you the flow and the messages to start from. Step 4, build and connect. Now you open the drag and drop builder and lay out the flow you just sketched. Then connect it to the tools you already use: your calendar so bookings land automatically, your product catalog, and your CRM. ManyChat plugs straight into HubSpot, so every lead the bot qualifies flows right into your contacts. No copy paste, no lost leads. That connection is what makes it powerful. A booking doesn't just happen in chat, it lands in your calendar automatically. Step 5, set up your entry points. A bot nobody can find is useless, so give people the doors to get in. These would be a click to chat link, a QR code for print or your storefront, a website widget, and a click to WhatsApp ad. Remember that 72-hour free window I told you to keep in mind? It lives on that ad door. We'll cache it in the next section. Once you know the doors, you can set them up as triggers. Step 6, test, launch, and watch. Before you show a single customer, run every path yourself. Tap every button, try to break it. Make sure the human handoff actually reaches a human. Then launch to a small audience first, not your whole list. And the number one mistake that kills bots: do not set it and forget it. Watch where people drop off or ask for a person. Gartner predicts 1/3 of companies will damage their customer experience in 2026 by deploying AI and walking away from it. Don't be that stat. Quick note here: before you message anyone, they have to opt in. A checkbox at sign up, a form, or an ad. That keeps you compliant and keeps your number healthy. So that's the build. The builder gives you the canvas, you own the conversation that does the work. But there's one thing left that catches almost everyone out, and it shows up on your bill. I know you've been wondering about how much this all costs, so here's how WhatsApp pricing actually works in 2026. You pay per message, specifically per template message you send. And there are 3 types, priced very differently. This is where people get blindsided. Every message gets tagged marketing, utility, and authentication, and that tag sets the price. Marketing messages are your promos and offers. These are the priciest. Utility messages are order updates, reminders, and confirmations. The price here isn't too bad. And authentication are your one-time passcodes, also relatively cheap. But look at that gap. Marketing can cost several times what utility does. But a lot of what feels like marketing, an order update, a reminder, is actually utility, which costs a fraction. Tag it right, pay less. So here's a money move most people miss. When you set up a message, you pick its type, but WhatsApp checks. And if your message reads like a promo, they'll tag it marketing and charge you the higher rate. Even one word like exclusive or limited time is enough to do it. The second you add, and here's 20% off your next one, it becomes marketing and you pay more. So if you want to promote something, send a separate marketing message. Keep your utility messages clean and you keep them cheap. And there are a couple more ways to save money that almost nobody talks about. The first one is huge. A big chunk of your chatbot's conversations are completely free. When a customer messages you first, a 24-hour window opens. Inside that window, your replies are free. So about answering incoming questions all day, most of those cost you nothing. And remember that 72-hour window I kept telling you to keep in mind? Here's what that means. When someone clicks the click to WhatsApp ad, you get 72 hours of free messaging. So your ads don't just bring leads in, they bring them in through the cheapest door you got. And one more, you only pay for messages that actually deliver. If it doesn't land, you're not charged. So a clean contact list literally saves you money. One last thing on cost, and this is a trap that catches almost everyone. You're not paying one bill, you're paying two. Your provider charges a platform fee, ManyChat, Respond.io, or whoever you went with, and Meta charges separately for the messages. On top of that, marketers budget for the first one and get blindsided by the second. So before you commit to any provider, price both together, the platform fee and the message fees. So what does this actually cost to run? Let me give you a hypothetical example with real June 2026 pricing. Say you run a small clinic, a few hundred patients, steady appointment traffic. Your bot handles bookings, reminders, and FAQs, maybe 1,000 conversations a month. You go with ManyChat. As of June 2026, their pro plan runs about $29 a month. Most of your messages are reminders and confirmations. Those are utility messages, pennies each. That's probably like $10, $15 a month. And every reply to a patient who messaged you first, free. Now say you also run a click to WhatsApp ad for a promo, new patient special, that kind of thing. Here's where that 72-hour window pays off. Everyone who clicks that ad, you can message them free for 3 full days. You still pay for the ad clicks like any ad, but the whole conversation that follows on the house. So your all-in cost to automate the front desk around $45 a month plus whatever you choose to spend on ads. Now think about what that replaces. A part-timer answering the phone 20 hours a week is well over $1,000 a month, and they clock out at 5. A WhatsApp chatbot does the same job around the clock for about 3% of the cost. That's the math that makes this a no-brainer. So that's the whole build. Now here's the one thing I want you to actually do. Don't try to build everything tonight. Pick one job, the thing eating most of your time right now, answering the same question over and over or chasing bookings. Build a bot that does one thing. Get it live, then expand. 1, pick one outcome, booking, lead capture, or FAQs. 2, pick a provider and get on the WhatsApp Business API. 3, map your conversation. Entry, Qualify Action Handoff. 4, build it in the drag and drop editor and connect your tools. 5, set up your entry points and test every path. And 6, launch to a small group, then watch where people drop off. Iterate on what you see and continue improving the flow. That's it. That's a working WhatsApp chatbot. Everything you need to do this is in the free marketing WhatsApp toolkit. The AI prompt sheet writes your bot's messages, and the campaign planner helps you track what's working after you launch. It's free and linked below, so grab it before you start building. If this gave you a plan you could actually run, make sure to like this video to let me know, and subscribe to HubSpot Marketing. We break down real marketing systems like this every week to help you grow your business. My name's Carl, thanks for hanging with me, and I'll see you on the next one.